There's something about a train, whether it's nostalgia for the transportation of days gone by or just, the sound of that midnight special coming through town. Trains will hold a dear place in all of our hearts. But not just the real ones. People like model trains. People even like train board games. And we're going to look at one of them today, Railways of the World.
Railways of the World by Eagle Games turns you into a 19th century railroad baron, competing to build the most track and make the most money and points from shipping goods. Inside the big box, you get everything you need to build your Iron Horse empire, and lots of it. Track tiles for building your routes, control markers are little plastic trains to mark which route is yours. Empty city markers in several different shapes, but they all do the same thing, which is mark when a city's empty of goods. Money, bond certificates, engine cards to show the level of your locomotives, a first player marker, and a special link marker for use with the Eastern U.S. map. A bunch of colored cubes representing different goods, and a bag to draw them from. A map of the Eastern U.S. and Mexico is included, with Railroad Baron and Operation cards for each. There are also 3 sets of rules, a main rule book and additional rules for each map. Railways is an expandable game. Several different maps and rule sets are available, both fan-made and from Eagle. To set up, decide which map you want to play. Randomly draw the colored goods cubes and place them on the cities according to the number printed there. Place the money, bond certificates, and other parts and pieces around the board. The cards for that map are also set up. Each player gets 2 Railroad Baron cards and chooses one to keep. These cards give you a goal for more points at the end of the game. Railroad Operation cards are set up according to the number of players. You also use one of the empty city markers to mark which player round it is. No one has any money at the beginning and must raise funds by taking bonds. For each bond, you get $5,000 from the bank. Remember though, bonds can never be paid off, so be careful how much you borrow. A game turn consists of a first player auction, 3 rounds of player actions, and the income and dividends phase. During the first phase, players bid to see who goes first. Highest bidder begins, with play proceeding clockwise. During each round, you can do one of the following. You can build up to 4 pieces of track. You can urbanize by paying the bank and putting a new city tile and cubes on any gray city hex. Upgrade your engine by paying the bank the cost on the card. Your engine level lets you deliver goods farther. Deliver a goods cube by moving it to a city with a matching color, then scoring points based on how many of your links you used. Or you can pick a Railroad Operations card. Some cards are available from the start. A new card is turned up at the end of each turn. Now, some give you a bonus for the first to accomplish something. Others can be kept and used once per turn, used immediately, or put into your hand until needed. During the income and dividends phase, you collect income due to you and pay $1,000 for each bond that you're holding. Now, the meat of this game is building track and delivering goods. You can build up to 4 pieces of track per round with the goal of linking cities. Track costs $2,000 a tile, and it costs more if you're building over mountains or water. Once you've completed a link, mark it with one of your control markers. Each link you use to deliver a good from one city to another will get you a victory point. If you don't complete a link by the end of the turn, it's removed from the board. Delivering goods is how you score victory points and determine your income. A city's color sets what type of good is in demand there. To deliver, you have to have a route from the good to the city that wants it. The first link must be yours, and you have to have an engine level at least as high as the number of links. You can't deliver to the city you started from, and you can't bypass a city of the same color to get to a farther one. After delivering, you get 1 point for each of your links you used to deliver, and other players get a point for each of their links you used if you used any of theirs. When a city is empty of goods, place an empty city marker on it. If a marker is on a gray city, you can remove it later if you choose to urbanize there. After a certain number of markers are on the board, depending on the number of players, the game will end after the next turn. When the game ends, the player with the most victory points is the winner. Remember, each bond you have means minus 1 point on the income track.
Oh yeah, Railways of the World. That was a look at Railways of the World. Really great train game. Now one thing I will tell you, you don't want to go too much into debt because those bonds never get paid off. But other than that, it's a great game. It takes up a lot of table space. Something else to remember. You got to have a big table to play it. But that's the game. It comes with a lot of great components. However, it does not come with a harmonica. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I want to thank my daughter Jess, who's behind the camera. You can't see her, but she's helping me do this goofy intro and outro. So thanks for watching. Until next time, happy gaming.